All right, good evening, everybody. About 2 weeks ago, I returned home from the Rob Cosman Intermediate Drawer Making course up in Grand Bay, Canada at Rob Cosman's shop. This was the project we built while we were there. Just a little drawer, cased drawer. It's the features on the drawer that we were learning in the course, and I wanted to just tell you a little bit about them. So the piece is made out of cherry. It is one continuous piece, so it's one board, well actually 3 boards that were glued together. You can see the lighter color, the darker color. But that board goes all the way around, so the grain pattern from one continues on to the next, all the way around the box, including underneath on the bottom. So this shelf is a continuation of those 3 pieces on the bottom side. It's got 40 dovetails in it. The top has 8 on each side, and the dovetails on the ends are what's called mitered dovetails. So instead of this tail coming back at an angle like all the rest do, this one comes together at a 45-degree angle. So all 4 corners are like that, and they came together very nicely. Show you the ones on the back side. Finished it with Rubio Monocoat Pure, so it gives it more of a natural look. The finish on it, the wood itself already had a nice sheen to it because it was all finished with hand planes. You can see one of my little mistakes right there where the saw cut too deep, but I'm okay with it. It's just tool markings that let you know it was all done by hand. The drawer, you just reach underneath here and there's a little place for the fingers and it pulls right open. That detail for now. The drawer has half-blind dovetails in it, meaning they don't go all the way through to the front where you could see the edges like you can on these. They stop in the drawer. So that's on both sides. They turned out nice. The drawer is custom fit, so it's a piston fit, so as you push it in, no matter where you push it, it slides in and it hits. Can kind of hear the air. It creates a cushion of air behind it that slightly slows the drawer down as it's going in. Kind of a nice effect. Very, very tight tolerances to do that. The shelf that's in the center here intersects with these outer boards with tenons that have little wedges in them. These wedges are ebony wedges. There's 3 on each side, so 6 through wedged tenons. I'm going to flip it up so you can see the bottom of it. The backboard goes through with grooves, and this sideboard with the tenons also has grooves that it sits in. This is a little support piece I put because I made my cut on this finger cut out a little too deep, and so it was showing the reveal on the bottom side there, so I just added a piece of wood there. Beautiful grain pattern, wonderful sheen. The Rubio Monocoat that I finished it with, I also put a layer of crystalline wax, Renaissance wax on it to give it a wonderful warm feel, very natural look, and that reddish dark cherry that you see will just get darker over time. So, yeah, just wanted to show that little project off, and don't really have a good use for it. It might just end up at the office with just little memories and letters and things like that on the inside, but it helped me to learn how to do these mitered dovetail joints, the through wedge tenons, and a lot of other things that I hadn't attempted yet. And now I've got a lot of confidence in my skills. So other than this one that I got distracted, I was listening to Rob teach something at the same time I was cutting, thinking I was controlling the cut, and I looked up a little too long and realized that my cut had gone through. But all the edges are eased with just a slight miter on them. so it's gentle to the touch. There's no sharp corners. The rest of the dovetails turned out really, really nice, really tight. There's no filler at all. They went together like a glove. Same on this side. And we'll pull out the drawer. I forgot to highlight the back side of the drawer. So the back side has through dovetails, extended through dovetails, so they actually protrude, as you can see, past the back of the box just a little bit. They've got a 16th inch reveal all the way through, and then the drawer base slides in at the bottom there. The sides are all made out of Aspen, which creates a nice contrast with the cherry in the front. A real beautiful sheen to it. You can see the iridescence of it bouncing off the light as you turn it. But even these back drawer dovetails turned out beautifully with no filler. So I'll get some close-up shots here of the tenons. This isn't a gash or anything in the wood, that's just natural coloring in the wood. You get that with sometimes with cherry. Inside of the box. Got a little crazy on this one, something's off about it, but it works. Functionally it works. So, all right, hope you enjoy it.